feel like control theory, once you know it, there's nothing particular or mysterious about it, but I think to a lay audience, it might be like, oh, what's going on in here, right? But the fact of the matter is that if you understand the behavior of a system, you can control it. For example, we do this all the time. You go to the hotel, there's an unknown shower, and you sort of figure out, like, okay, I don't want to burn myself or freeze myself. And so what do? Like, maybe your strategy, your control policy is that, okay, I'm going to maybe move my shower handle to the most hot direction, let it heat up. So what I'm doing is that I have a control input, which is I'm just sort of moving the shower handle back and forth. And then I am sort of having a sensor. I'm just sort of feeling the water temperature by my hand. And I'm sort of just adjusting both. Like when you're driving, right? Like you do this all the time, right? And so how do you formalize this input-output relationship? Well, presumably if you're an engineer and you've engineered a shower, can write some differential equations that describe it. Oftentimes in robotics, our differential equations come from essentially Newton's second law and some other thing. So basic physics. So you derive some differential equations. There'll be some parameters some numbers that still need to be tweaked around a little bit that are related to how stiff your control is. So maybe you want to be more risky. You're living on the edge. You might, like if you think about the control systems you're using to fly a military plane, which has to be more maneuverable versus the kind of control systems you would be using to fly kind of a civilian airliner, you can imagine that there should be some kind of parameters in your control that dictate like how the qualitative differences in behaviors, right?